So then it's
And
like, well, you might have had a shoebox, but now you need twice as big shoebox for the receipts. Minimum goal, survive. Maximum goal, wake up in a new Bugatti.
it's no fun just to have a goal of survival. I guess it's hard to have a goal in mind for profit if you don't at a minimum know your total costs. And I think that is something where producers have a lot more control over, obviously, rather than on the revenue side. Obviously, you can grow the crops, but at the end of the day, the market's kind of determined on a pricing basis. But on the cost side, I think it's good to know your break even, to know what then at least you have to gross on a revenue side to at least at the minimum cover your costs. And I think over the past, I don't know, 14 years that I've been doing this, when I first entered this world, cost of production, so your total cost all in, your inputs, your machinery costs, all your fixed land, interest, all that good stuff, it was about 300 to 350 per acre. So that was, I keep in mind, 14 years ago. Now we're seeing producers up to 600, 650 per acre. So it's doubled in just over 10 years. And I think it's important to know that number, to know that your top line also needs to keep up with that, right?
Crazy.
And so as margins are starting to thin a little bit more, it's important when you're making decisions to be aware of those numbers, just to know how is that going to add pressure to your farm on the revenue side if you're increasing costs. So
you said 13 years ago, the cost of production was half.
Yeah.
So then it's like, well, you might have had a shoebox, but now you need twice as big shoebox for the receipts.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I would argue that we haven't seen on the pricing side from a commodity perspective, we haven't seen that increase near that much, right?
I think everybody would agree in the coffee shop.
And nor will we. We're a commodity production, so we got to be good at managing our costs and maximizing our yield. That's absolutely
wait a minute,
right,
Dean. What about the super cycle? What if canola goes to $22?
It did.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. It does, and then everything else catches up. Do you know your cost of production per acre? Do you know where your cost of production per acre is at night? Or do you stay up wondering where it is? I'm throwing a poll out here. That's crazy to think about. That costs have gone up double, but anybody who went to Ag in Motion, took a look around, knows it in their heart of hearts. Anything to add on cost of production? Seems pretty important to know. And you said something there, Richelle, that really triggered me. Goals. Are you goal setting with your clients?
I would say on a cost of production perspective, maybe not as much. Definitely on a margin perspective, and a few of the other metrics we're going to get into, I would say, like specifically working capital, there would definitely be some targets that we would discuss. It's a good to have a North Star like that, right, year over year. Then it does help on the decision-making side of things as well.
How do you guys look at it on your farm? Like, hey, it's a goal for 2026, or it's a goal for 2030, or let's just try and survive the weather and all the other elements.
I mean, it's no fun just to have a goal of survival, right? You want to do well, you want to make a profit, and you want to have a healthy farm that's going to continue on for next generations, right? So I think to have that longer scope, broader lens to look more in the future and not just survival and managing costs, right? It's exciting to hit it out of the park, but also knowing that that is one in, for us, every maybe 7 to 10 years. So
minimum goal, survive. Maximum goal, wake up in a new Bugatti.
Yeah.
For some people.
But
well, pretty low to run around Saskatchewan with. But
I was going to say, if you got to trailer it to Phoenix.
There you go.
We can. And we just might. Camaro, 2011 Camaro anyways. Cost of production, what's the guess? Can you guys see this? Or that's great though. That's actually really, again, I feel like we've got the best students at the front of the class here today, who are really quiet. I'm surprised you guys aren't asking any questions today. You know what's different is Harry Siemens is not here.
And one of the things I'd like people to, those who aren't on the far edge of the scale as far as knowing all their costs,
Yeah.
and Richelle will get into this in more detail. You don't have to know every line and every number that your accountant goes through, right? You know the big broad categories.
Yeah.
The key three categories that we look on the income expense statement, and then you can drill into more detail if you when you have those big comparisons, because they're not complex.
Well, and Richelle, when you guys know your cost of production, that probably helps you to know when you can sell, market your grain. How do you guys
Correct.
market your grain?
Yeah, it all ties into that, right? Because then it kind of gives us some guidance on our ceilings and then our floor, right? And kind of what we're willing to settle on. So it is, yeah, provides a lot of guidance in that.
All kinds of flows together here.
Correct.
Yeah. You knew what you were doing when you wrote that blog, hey?
Well, and
Just
it's
take
something.
the credit. Take the credit.
Yeah,
You can
well,
do
and
it.
it's
Just
something
own it.
that it's something. I mean, to Dean's point, we're not going to dive into line by line, number by number, because that just puts people to sleep. And so, if you can take away 3 to 5 specific points or specific numbers to monitor, it makes it a lot easier. And it's not, and again, it's just basics. It's not like we're asking to do some super complicated formula here. It's just the basic things that, as long as you have a structured set of financial statements that allow you to do it, anyone can calculate these numbers. So